I don't want to actually stop and check what that is now because I've just closed Twitch on my phone and I don't want to alt tab in case I freeze the stream, so apologies, but thank you. And so starting out here with another game from the Golden Gift Qualifier number 1. So we've got the 2023 first tournament of the year for meta plays, Age of Mythology, with batuhaNN on his Thor this time. So another Norse god pick up against Joeybadz on set. So another Egyptian god pick. So first game, batuhaNN taking a fairly quick victory with Joey playing a really streamlined heroic build, but unfortunately taking a bit too much damage on the way there and banking a little bit too much there without sort of having enough to hold off against a big push of Herseer and some myth units. And now we're on Watering Hole, so let's see if Joey can take this to game number 3. Put his opponent on edge, forcing a match point on both ends here. So best of 3, so it's a win or go home here for Joey, unfortunately. batuhaNN playing Thor, gonna have access to really quick gold gathering, gonna save on an ox cart early on here as well, so he'll be able to springboard himself into a quick classic age start, and he's probably really gonna want to do so because, I mean, it looks like he's gonna attempt the similar sort of strategy to what he did last game. So played very aggressively with Herseer production immediately as soon as he queued up his classical age. So he was able to actually greet the slightly quicker classical age finish from his Egyptian opponent, greet the Sphinx with some Herseer, as well as sneaks him straight onto Joey's forward hunt. This game, Joey's got a fairly safe hunt back here, but I think he's eventually going to have to leave the safety of his base hunting naturally. And I mean, there's no reason why he couldn't also go for the Egyptian infantry. What are we looking at here? The one that was added in... oh no, that's right, we're playing on Titans, so it's not in the game. Sorry, I'm thinking of a... There's an infantry unit, a raiding infantry, I can't remember the name of them, but they were added in Extended Edition that are a wonderful Egyptian addition to the early Egyptian barracks arsenal, because trying to get a lot of good value out of Egyptian Rax units is quite tough when the other civs have access to cavalry in Age 2, as well as generally much more pop efficient units, stronger, beefier units that are a bit more expensive but definitely worth the extra expenditure. So in Titans, I don't know how people actually... Egyptian must be stronger in other ways, like through their macro or through their late game in Titans compared to EE. Like, I'm not a terribly good player. I'm going to straight up confess that I'm nowhere near as good at this as I am as like in AoE 4 or AoEO, and I'm not particularly good at those either. But in Extended Edition, Egyptian has an infantry unit. I can't remember the fucking name of them now. One of you guys will know. And it's just really nice, versatile unit, because even though they've got shit damage in fights, they've actually got a bonus against Vils, and they're faster than all the other infantry in the game. So you end up being able to use them like raiders. And it really just gives Egyptian the ability to play an aggressive, you know, put your opponent on the back foot, deal some early eco damage style. That means you're not necessarily having to play this hyper clean, get on 2 TC heroic, get the 3rd TC out before your opponent's style of play that every Egyptian in Titans seems to play. And no offense to you guys, obviously not every game's going to go that way. It's just a bit of a oversimplification by myself, but I guess, you know, there are some upsides to the tech tree additions in Extended Edition. Not many, but some. Some of them are well thought out. So, and hopefully Retold can possibly look at expanding the tech trees if possible. Like, I mean, obviously they're best off talking to people like Bois or Iron Maiden or Nakamura about ways to potentially expand the tech tree if they do, with the new edition of Age of Mythology eventually coming, TM. So I wonder if they could do the same sort of thing. Like Norse late game, they get the, is it the Bogsvega? A nice ranged hero unit that actually doesn't get relic pickup, but otherwise functions as a hero unit. So that helps out Norse late game. Egyptian, yeah, early to mid game is easier because it can play more aggressively. Greeks are still fuck off strong, and the Chinese civ is basically a copy of the Greeks in Chinese bloody clothes and architecture. I mean, it's a bit of a shame, like, it actually, the civ does look reasonably nice, but, you know, the models semi don't look fitting and could be a little bit nicer as well. And the animations of a lot of the myth units are pretty crappy. So Joey is trying to go for a forward settlement, completely blind here. Unless he is expecting the Norse player to be here. View lock's not working. So Joey's actually going to be able to possibly interrupt this, with a lot of villagers being brought over now by batuhaNN. It's going to interrupt his gathering a little bit. At the same time, if he can kill that elephant, he can then gather from it down here, get a lot of resources out of that. Gets picked off. Actually, no, you don't get the resources. It's only if the set player kills it himself. It's nice of him to basically steal that food back off Joey. I mean, he's using it as a tank in the fight, but ideally he wants to get it back home after this. Which is not happening. Big villager brawl going on. batuhaNN's brought more though, so he's going to get 2 vill kills, get out without losing any settlers himself, any gatherers himself.
In wedge.
2 labourers falling for not a lot of gain other than the town centre deny there from Joey. He's going to serpent it, so he's going to deny batuhaNN from taking it. But batuhaNN can take the rear town centre, or look at putting resources into just fighting here. So he's still got plenty of wood in the bank. He can probably put that into a troll if he wants, or just houses and another barracks. Yeah, he's going to get a couple of long houses here. I think Joey will be able to get the town centre down fine, but the problem is he going to have enough to defend it? And like all he's really got is the Anubite, priest, a pharaoh, and some creatures of set he's left at home, which he can actually gather from, which I think he's probably intending to do. And again, like, it would have been nice to bring that elephant home. They've got like 600 food on them. So serpents being cleared out. Doesn't take a huge amount of Hersia to do the job. It's just that they're a bit of a pain for gatherers or for Ulsarks. These guys, a bit of extra damage against a myth unit. Joey's TC finishing up. And you bite. Going for a bit of harass, not too successful, but it's keeping batuhaNN on his toes. Joey trying to be active out on the map, which is nice. Armory now. Second town center's quicker than his opponents, and he's going to be able to get to heroic. But he's going to need to be able to squeeze out a mid-goal stronghold, and possibly even get some Rax units to defend beforehand if batuhaNN decides to push as soon as the second TC finishes. Joeybadz streaming across the field here. Healing Spring, invaluable for our Norse player. Throwing Axeman production. Kicking off for batuhaNN, but still got a lot of Hersia, so Joeybadz aren't going to have an easy time diving on infantry and picking them off. Well, a priest attempting a conversion here, going to get sniped.
Great.
Armory going up for batuhaNN, while Joey not far off, aging up here. I'm just looking to try and deny any forward gathering that's being done, but for now, Joey is safe and sound, I hope. But
You need to.
this villager stuck? Because if she is, he can always just delete the house and rebuild it. Like, it's not a problem. It won't cost him anything as Egyptian. The other civs, you know, it's a 60 wood, so yeah, 25 wood cost. It's a higher cost than the other games. I'm pretty sure AoE 2 houses are fucking expensive. Oh, no, is it AoE 2? No, I'm thinking of one of the other games that's got like 60 wood houses. AoE 3, they're like 100.
Rig in which?
Idleness there for Joey, which is not great. He's going to need every little bit in the bank and already spent here to try and hold this off. You could have the town centre defensive upgrade or a couple of towers or barracks here to defend this. This would be ideal because right now batuhaNN's just punishing very greedy openings here from him. batuhaNN able to drive Joey back off the second town centre. Joey can afford to get a MiG or to try and get the other town centre. In the meanwhile, he's going to lose the Pharaoh though, so it's a nice snipe by batuhaNN.
Yo.
Second town centre gonna go down, and Joey, no military as of yet. batuhaNN pushing in now. Joey still hasn't really got much in the way of an army just yet. Playing this very passively. Giving batuhaNN a chance to take the map though. It's 111 pop. It's at 55 at the moment. More villagers getting picked off as well. It's not great. Joey. We go for a bit of harass here, but AC already on the job there. So Joey gonna get a MiG here. Siege workshop, well, a workshop. Marking a couple of barracks. batuhaNN taking a third town centre, going to be able to take a fourth in the long run here. But Joey's going to start getting siege. Possibly add a second town centre here as well. Chariot's been trained up now, and Joey gonna be able to get that second town centre. Not taking the third just yet, but he's still just getting close to maxing out. He's adding a fort now. His market gonna be able to look at going mythic soon. Just needs to save up to get there. Oh no, here we go. He's already got it on the queue. Joey taking out an axeman, but he's going to back off. to add more late game before he pushes here, get some more upgrades. Nice force here by Joey. Bit of siege and basically just counter infantry here. That is what he needs to take fights against a heavy Hersier comp, but just be careful that his opponent doesn't switch things up with Jarls and Raiders later on. Hersier looking for a way in, but Mig is going to make it too difficult to try and get the town centre or any great number of wood gatherers there. Hersier having a retreat for now. batuhaNN looking to take a 4th town centre before he pushes here, because why not have the population advantage? So Joey moving out now to fight batuhaNN. A bit of wood in the bank, but not a lot of gold or food. These towers beelining that town centre, but they're not going to be able to make it all the way. batuhaNN frosting everything of Joey's as he uses minions there. Minions versus an army of Hersier. Even some gatherers taking the fight there. His army locked down though. He's added a lot back at home. He's got a lot more farms and a lot more gold gatherers, but still struggling for food a little. Maybe wood in the bank though. I wonder if he could probably cut some wood in favour of farmers now. Gold gatherers. So batuhaNN, Mythic Age now. Great spot to go for a Ragnarok and try and push Joey off this main town centre before he adds a fortress or a mid-goal stronghold next to it.
Yo,
Joey. His army holding off for now. But this is the full brunt of batuhaNN's forces, because he's going to add a lot more throwing axemen into the mix. The fire giants trading extremely well against mass chariot. It needs to be some more priests added into the composition of Joeybadz so he can actually try and take out these fire giants with great effect, because right now they're just going to be able to tank extremely well the throwing axemen. Pascal's also making it on top of the chariots. batuhaNN just going to add a few more workers. Get up to 180 pop again, and then probably look at popping Ragnarok here. Because now Joey won't have a lot in the bank, having taken these fights. He's a little gold, a little wood still, but still again struggling for food. Even though he keeps expanding his food eco, it's not enough at this stage. So his forces have been taken out now. So he's sitting on about 100 population, and batuhaNN edging closer to 180. Able to go for Ragnarok soon. GG. Joey taps out. batuhaNN takes the series 2-0.